Welcome to Lenten Moments. In the Gospel today, we hear of one of Jesus' famous miracles of curing a man who's been 38 years lying on a mat. There was a pool called Bethsaida, and Jesus went there and he encountered the man, and he told him to pick up his mat and walk, and he would be well. And he did. And then the man went away, and they started questioning him, "Who cured you? Who's the man who cured you?" And they were wondering about the identity of Jesus. And it says that later on, Jesus encountered the man. It's one of the few instances of we see a follow-up. And Jesus says to him something extraordinary. He says, look, you are well. Do not sin anymore that something worse may happen to you. I'll tell you what, that got my attention. Some people might think, what could be worse than for 35 years being relegated to being infirm chronically in a bed on a mat? And Jesus is saying, even one sin could be worse than a chronic illness. And it kind of puts things in perspective. Anybody who's gone through long sicknesses knows it's brutal to suffer such physical sickness. But even as brutal as chronic illness can be, it's not as bad as eternal condemnation. It's not as bad as being separated from the grace of salvation. So it's a warning to us, and it's an invitation to us to avoid sin as if it's worse than cancer. We all know what that word means and what it does to us. And so Jesus is inviting us to live our lives totally united to Him. We know one day we will be sick and we will die. But what we want to do is to live forever in eternal life. And we do that by avoiding sin and staying united to God. Lent is a great time to make that conversion, to avoid sin and choose life. Hoy escuchamos uno de los sanaciones de Jesús famoso. Él entró un área donde hay una piscina de Bethsaida. Y hay un hombre que por 35 años es enfermo en el suelo. Jesús entró para curarlo. Y con fe, el hombre, él dice, levántate y vete. El Señor sí se levantó, y él estaba sanado. Y los judíos están preguntando, ¿quién hizo eso? Y quiere saber sobre la identidad de Jesús. Pero vemos también más, luego en el Evangelio, Jesús tiene un encuentro con este Señor curado, pero privatamente. Él dice, mira, ya usted es sanado. No peca nomás, nada peor pasará a ti. Eso es interesante. Él está diciendo un pecado es peor de una enfermedad crónica que puede tener alguien por 35 años en la cama. Cualquier persona que ha sufrido enfermedades graves sabe la dificultad de llevar una enfermedad tantos años. Pero Jesús es diciéndonos que un solo pecado mortal, un momento de separar de la gracia de salvación es peor de una enfermedad crónica. Es decir, debemos luchar y esforzarnos, evitar cualquier pecado grave, porque eso corre el riesgo de separación eterna, de condenación eterna en el infierno, que es peor de la enfermedad. Todos nosotros sabemos que un día vamos a enfermar, vamos a morir, pero queremos morir en paz y en gracia. Esta Cuaresma debemos esforzarnos, evitar todas las clases de pecados, especialmente los pecados graves. Nada peor pasará a nosotros. Que se le bendiga.